What's going on, Laker fans? We did exactly what we needed to do. That was get home court back. We're now up 2-1. Great game, man. We almost blew a big lead, but Mr. Clutch, Derek Fisher, 11 points that fourth quarter was huge, man. I mean, watching that guy play, I mean, especially his grit. I mean, that's why Laker fans, us Laker fans, we love him so much. Especially when he got hammered, and driving to the basket, by Garnett, Allen, and Davis. Yeah, he got hammered by those three and put it in and won. And that's still the deal right there. And you can't say much. You can't say enough about that guy, man. I mean, what he's done for this franchise and what he's done, for the Lakers. Just showing his spirit, and his leadership, his grit. When Kobe's struggling, he's the guy to turn to. Watching that, I was just like, man, like wow, like especially like I said in that 3-point play. Kobe had a pretty good game. Struggled from shooting, from shooting. He struggled 10 for 29, but he had 29 points. He had a real big bucket when they to put us up. Was it 84-80? Yeah, they had cut it down 2, and he had a huge bucket over Allen. And that's, like I said, that's he'll find a way to put a stamp in. Kobe will, whether even if he's struggling, in the quarter he'll make a big shot there. Odom was great off the bench, and it was just about time he woke up. It's been kind of frustrating watching him play. He could play much better. Allen was there, and Ray Allen was horrible. You could bet that's not going to happen again. That's not going to happen again. Going 0 for 13. He's going to probably come out, he's going to come out pissed off probably in game 4, and that's the player that you don't want him to get hot. Like I said, if he gets hot, there's nothing you can really do about it. I want 2 out of 3 in Boston. I'm pretty greedy. I want all 3. It may be a little too much to ask, but 2 out of 3, I'll settle for that. And I don't want to go back home down 3-2. Even though we can still win the series with 2 games in LA, if we're down, 3-2, all I have to do is win 1 in LA. Opposed to, if we're up 3-2, they have to win both games in LA. And in game 4 is going to be, if you thought this game was tough, game 4 is going to be even tougher. And they're going to come out swinging. And we got to be ready. We got to play exactly like this. 2 games we played defense, we won. And one game we we had a lot of defensive lapses. We lost. And like I said, I always believe it starts with Rajon Rondo. We held him in key, and key today we held him in check. Other than them really do anything. And we got to keep that guy in check. He runs the offense, man. He drives to the lane. He's a good slasher. Keep him in check. We're gonna put ourselves in a pretty good position to win. But I'm happy, man. Happy for the win. It's gonna be short-lived though, because come to Thursday, it's gonna have to take care of business again. Let's kind of lay off on the bragging stuff. It's hard hearing Celtics say this and that. Celtics fans say this and that. We're still gonna win the series. Let's let them talk. Let them talk. So that way, if we happen to win this championship, it's that much sweeter. We could always go back and say, well, what happened, this and that. That's why I refuse to talk before a series, is done. So that way, when we do, we're successful, it makes it that much sweeter. So Thursday, over there in the garden, I'm fucking starving. Didn't eat that much on lunch because I was so nervous. But I'm gonna go make myself a victory sandwich right now, and let's savor this victory until Thursday. So until then, till Thursday, go Lakers.